Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ibiro Otushile. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all doing fine. Today marks the 100th episode of this channel. Yay! And what better way to commemorate and celebrate episode 100 other than to do a first time tag. So I actually saw Story of Motherhood. She did this tag not too long ago. You should definitely go check out her channel. My name is Choice and I'm an immigrant mother of two beautiful kids and a cute husband. Loved it. That's her intro. She's absolutely hilarious and I thought that the tag was also really funny. So hey, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I just googled first time tag and I clicked on the first link that I found. Basically, I will be answering questions about the first time I did a number of things. All right, let's get right on into it. The first question asks, what is the first app you check when you wake up in the morning? WhatsApp? Twitter? It's between the two. It's whatever my hand goes to first based on the notifications on my phone. First broken bone. I have not broken any bones. Knock on wood. I know that's not wood. First foreign country you ever visited, that would be Netherlands. I went to Amsterdam with my dad when I was like 2. So first country ever. First Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post. They want me to remember what I post? How? Well, I absolutely have no clue what I posted on each of these platforms just because it's been so long. For Instagram, I got Instagram back in like sophomore year of college, I think. Yeah, it had to be. It was the end of sophomore year of college. Twitter, I remember the year was 2011 because my high school had entered a competition so that we could win a free second prom. And part of the requirements was whoever had the most tweets or something like that. And my school pride was 100. So not even 100, 1,000. So I made a Twitter account for that reason. And Facebook, maybe 2007. Or 2008. It was probably 2007 because I know I got it in high school. I'm not sure if it was my freshman year or my sophomore year, but it was most likely my freshman year because everybody had Facebook in high school. Duh. First makeup item. What counts as makeup? Because really I want to say chapstick. I want to say lip gloss. And I've had that for like ever. But I guess makeup wasn't my first item. It's something Hi mom, I take a lot of her items. So maybe eyeshadow. Senior year of high school, I started putting eyeshadow on my face. If I find any pictures of how embarrassing I looked, then I got y'all. First plane ride you ever went on, again, that was to the Netherlands. First time I ever got into trouble at home and or school. I mean, I wasn't a bad kid, but I definitely got in trouble. And I know I mainly got in trouble for talking a lot. As you can see, I have not stopped talking. I like to talk. My dad used to ask me all the time, does your mouth not hurt you? No, my mouth never hurts. I'm a talk. That's what I like to do. I used to always get in trouble in school for talking all the time. At home, when I don't even know how old I was. But I know it had to be before the age of 5. I was probably 2 or 3. My mom told me don't touch her jewelry, and I'm not sure if you've realized by now, I take a lot of my mother's things. Honestly, I think moms should be grateful that their daughters would love to take their things. Like, clearly that means you have style. It means you have taste. It means that you are young at heart. Anyway, she told me not to take her jewelry. I waited for her to go to sleep. I took one of her stud earrings and I tried to make a nose piercing for myself. But because I was so bright, I put the stud in my nose, not on my nose. Because I was like, wow, it's not piercing here. So I put it in my nose and it got stuck. So I'm like trying to like breathe it out, like blow it out. And my mom is a very light sleeper. If I had common sense, I would have like gone to another room and tried to blow the stud out of my nose. But no, I did it while still in the room. So I'm huffing and puffing and I think I'm silent, right? In my head, my baby head, I'm silent. I'm not. My mom makes up. My mom has also mastered the art of walking or tiptoeing. I wouldn't even say tiptoeing. I would just say she walks very lightly, so you won't even know when she pops up in front of your room door. It's pretty scary. Anyway, my mom tells me to look at her. I try not to. She pulls my head up gently, of course. She's not trying to kill her kid. So she takes the earring out of my nose. And then I got a pow pow for not listening. But yeah, I never got in trouble for like being a ooh. I just remember the time where I tried to pretend I was my dad so I wouldn't get in trouble for starting a food fight in 4th grade. But besides that, I was definitely a very good kid. Relatively good kid. Next question. First time you were allowed to put on makeup. I mean, I technically wasn't allowed to put on makeup ever. Like, and they never said, okay, okay, you're now allowed to wear makeup. No. The thing is, you have to just test your parents' boundaries until they accept. It's kind of like when you come home from college and you say to your parents, okay, mom, I'm going out with my friends. Okay, dad, I'm going here. And they say, okay. You didn't ask them, right? Because if you ask them, they'll say no. So I didn't ask. I never did ask. I told them. In high school, I would put on them ugly colors on my eyes, and my dad would just be like, he would just like, what's this? Are you going to school for fashion? But like, I never got in trouble for it either. So I guess I allowed myself high school, senior year of high school, but more so college, because that's when I actually started putting foundation on my face. Next question, first YouTuber you were subscribed to? Wow, it's been almost 10 years since I've been watching YouTube, so that's really hard to... That would have to be between Beauty by JJ, whose name I believe is now Jenny Jenkins, Khadija Peak Mill, Brit Pop Princess, Patricia Bright, and Lil Pumpkin 05, Jackie Aina. I really don't know who the first one was, but I know I watched them the most. Of course, there were definitely other YouTubers that I watched, like You Love Megs. I can see her in the back of my head and stuff right now. But those 4 that I mentioned were like, I would have to check my subscription. I really don't know who. First time you went shopping on your own? High school, maybe? Because where my school is located, it's in Brooklyn, New York. Well, my high school located in downtown Brooklyn, and there's a mall, Atlantic Mall, that has a whole bunch of stores. Even though my travel route did not include there, I ended up there sometimes with my friends after maybe track practice or just cause. I know that for maybe the different senior days at school, I would end up there to buy stuff. And my mom would always say to me, these things are not quality things. Like, tell me what you want, I'll buy it for you. But you know, when you're young, it's like, no, I want to buy it myself. I should have listened to my mom because I actually ruined my feet buying these trash shoes. I remember them so vividly, these black flats, no support. Probably part of the reason why my arch has continued to decline over time. Like, I'm basically flat-footed now. Sorry, mom, for not listening. Actually, sorry to myself, because if I had listened to her, I probably would still have an arch on my foot. My first boyfriend? What the heck? He knows who he is. That's all that matters. Or wait, is it asking me when or who? It doesn't say when. It says my first boyfriend. He knows who he is. My first car was it a Corolla? It was gray. I know that much. You're like, well, if you know me, you're like, okay, you had a car? Absolutely. So my parents have been begging me to learn how to drive since I was about 15. I think they thought getting me a car would make me get my license. So I got a gray Corolla, I think it's called. I don't even know what car names are. Yeah, I got that, still didn't get my license. Then I was like, okay, they got me a new car, a green one. That was, I don't know the make of that either. But all of these cars, I think, were Toyotas. They got me that, it was a green car. I did start learning again, I'm a decent driver if I actually just keep on driving, but permit is expired, license I don't have, and it's not something I am gloating over or proud of. I will definitely get it soon. Maybe after Corona is gone, I will go get a license. It's just I've never really seen the need for it, because if I did have to work, I was going to the city, which is a train right away. You know, I'll get it. Don't worry about that. My first celebrity crush. If I was to say Nollywood, because I watch a lot of Nollywood starting from like age 2. Ogogo or Yummy Fashlanso. They were handsome, so yeah. But like celebrity crush, Bow Wow, little Bow Wow. You just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. I see you running through my mind like all the time, to the point where I just wanna take you home. Hey, definitely Lil Bow Wow over Team Romeo any day. I don't understand how people like Lil Romeo at all. Like, do y'all have taste? Y'all must be the ones who sprinkle parsley on pancakes or something, because I just don't understand how you could choose Lil Romeo over Bow Wow. But we're not gonna get into that today. My first cooking experience, I don't know. Wow, my answer to a lot of these questions are I don't know. But I will tell you a funny cooking experience that I did have. I wasn't even the one cooking, to be honest, actually, now that I think about it. I think it was really just my mom who was cooking, and she told me to watch it. I think it was just rice or something like that, or rice or beans, not entirely sure. I went off to my room. I was either reading a book or on my laptop, who knows. Then I heard my mom in the kitchen. Like, I heard the lid come off, and then it clicked in my head like, hey, Godwo. My mom is like, la. Yeah, she started speaking in Arabic. That's how I knew she was upset. Yeah, so I haven't done that ever again, just because I think the fear of her calling my name in such a manner and then speaking in a language that I didn't understand really scared me, and I was like, I don't want that to happen again. My first ever boyfriend. Are y'all okay? Like, why do you keep asking me this question? Okay, so now I'm starting to think they want to know when. Why y'all want to know that? Y'all mad nosy. Like, you don't think you nosy? I think you nosy. Mommy, daddy, close your ears. My first ever boyfriend was when I was Did you hear that? I was 14 going on 15, yeah, because it was the end of freshman year. I remember that. Anyway, moving on. My first ever cell phone had to be a Motorola. One of them flip phones. I wish I had one so I could like do the motions for you. It was you know, it was so cool to have a flip phone. I got it when I was 11. Yeah, the summer that I was about to turn 12 is when I got a phone, and that was because I had started going to this program on my own, and my parents needed to like know where their child was, so I would have to call them when I got there. I would have to call them. I called them when I was leaving the house. I called them when I got there. I called them when I was leaving the program, and I called them when I got home. It was a Motorola. It was like this purple lavender chrome light color. It was really cool. Honestly, it was so popping. Hello, Moto. My first ever date? I don't know. Oh, I do know. I'll count this as my first ever date, yeah. Wait, please, can I get a do-over on the last question? Because like, can you count people who like, does it count if you dated them before you were 20? I don't think that should count. No? Oh, okay. Anyway, so my first date was to a skating rink. I'm definitely afraid of skating. I think that's an exaggeration. I'm not deathly afraid, but I would rather not hurt myself. And I don't like flowers. Not that I don't like flowers, but I'd rather not have flowers, because what's the point? They're gonna die. I'm not really for the smell or whatever. So I mentioned to that guy, like, yeah, I don't really like the smell of flowers. And he sprayed his cologne on the flowers. I thought that was so sweet. Like, that was very nice. Then, I don't know where we went to eat, but the food was great. So, yeah, my first ever kiss. Okay, this is about to be the last question if y'all keep asking me this invasive information. Y'all want to know where it was? Okay, I can tell y'all where it was. It was in Brooklyn. I don't think you need to know when. I mean, I think you can figure out when if I told you when my first boyfriend was. Look, stop asking me these stuff. My first fear? Going to hell? Hurting myself? I don't know. I'm not really scared of things. Like, I'm actually really not scared of things. Like, I've jumped out of a plane before. Like, I'm not scared of things. I can't swim and I jump into the middle of the ocean all the time. Like, yeah. My first friend in college. Well, my first friend in college technically came from high school. So, hi, Doing. So, I guess maybe the first friend I made in college. Well, I met two people at once, Akachi and Yinka. So, let's just put them all together because they were all in the same room when I met them anyway. So yeah, my first heartbreak. My first Instagram post, again, my first Instagram post was probably something related to Florida when I went to go visit my friend Dami. My first internet activity, MySpace. No, AOL. I think it was AOL. I remember my name too. My AIM name, it was Howdy2Fly99. What? My first job. Okay, let me just say my first job out of college because my parents didn't really like me working, so I didn't really have a real job ever. I was a medical clerk. Yeah. But then I went to grad school. So like, you see, yeah, okay, sure. I guess that's my first job. My first language, English probably. I mean, I currently only speak 2 languages. I will relearn Spanish so that I can say I speak 3 languages. And then I will learn French so that I can go to Francophone Africa without any hassle this time. My first love. What's this? My first love was my dad. Yes. My first love was my dad, my family, my mom, my dad, my brother. Let's see. Okay, I know that's not what y'all meant. Okay, my first love. I have to say his name. Can I describe him so if people know him, then it's okay? Okay, so he's a doctor now. Does not live in New York. Dark skin, tall. Yo, he's mad handsome. I saw a picture of him and I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, that was embarrassing. My first pet, I've never had any pets of my own, at least. My brother's fish, I killed it. Sorry, Ryo. I killed it because it was greedy. It was eating jollof rice. What fish eats jollof rice? And only because this is getting too long, this will be the last question. This is question 30 of 56. My first piercing and when did I get it? My first piercing, which I think is, yeah, my only piercings actually. Yeah, I don't have any other piercings. My ears. I got my ears pierced. My parents would have to be the one to tell you when I got them pierced. All right, so that was loads of fun. There were a few somewhat embarrassing questions. Not embarrassing because I have a problem telling the information, but embarrassing because if the person's watching, then oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me through 100 episodes on this channel. If you want to see more content from me, please do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can know whenever I upload new content. If you have any comments, let me know down below. I will answer your questions. I might even answer those questions in detail of the ones that I kind of shied away from. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.